Hello and welcome to a video about Adrammelech. And I don't know if that's actually proper pronunciation, but it most certainly doesn't require that K sound at the end, at least not such a harsh one. This is the first, well, probably the first optional Esper that you will attempt to kill in the game. It's also the easiest and the frankly simplest, it didn't really do much. Accessible immediately after the Tomb of Raithwall story event. You can get to it. And the Zertanan Caverns, the fastest route is the Osmone Plain. There's the entrance from the Osmone Plain right there. You can basically just go straight north a few zones. There is a save point there. You can see it. You cannot access that save point from this side before fighting the Esper. If you're worried about that, I think you can come from the Wester Sand, which is over there, and make your way to the save point. I'm not 100% on that, so don't quote me. But it's not a difficult Esper anyway. It is just in this zone, as you can tell by the fact that the minimap is completely and utterly corrupted. I would recommend having Shell on your party members. I would also recommend having someone with a gambit set up to heal the enemy, if they are undead specifically. When you enter the zone, you have a little bit before anything happens wherein you can rebuff yourself if needed. For instance, if Decoy wears off because it's the world's worst spell in the game, anyway. But when you step forward, you'll be right here. If you come from the other side of the zone, you have to walk a bit further. He starts here. You have to sort of, walk to him. This foe is flying when you fight it, but not flying when you summon it. So while you're fighting it, I recommend have some ranged capabilities. I don't know if I've said that already. Alternatively, have black magic capable characters. Specifically, if you have Blizzaga and any ice element augmenting capability, it's a really easy fight. So this is why I recommend having someone with curative magic set up. Because it'll deal with the shambling corpses that spawns. You can also use Holy, but that's a bit overkill. Thundaja works as well if you have it. I do, but if you're fighting this, you probably don't. This foe, specifically here, is weak to ice, absorbs thunder, and nullifies all other elemental damage. So try not to have elemental weapons unless they are blizzard based if you're going to be hitting it with physical attacks. Other than that, it doesn't really do anything. When it reaches critical HP, it will use Thundaja. It doesn't have much health, which is why I'm pausing it. It will use Thundaja. If Thundaja does not kill your party, it will use Perfect Defense. If you do not kill it before it gets Perfect Defense off, you basically have to sit here. So if you're low level, you can do this fight, at level 20 if you really wanted to. If you're low level, use a Quickening chain to burst its HP down. It does not, obviously, have very much. Sorry, 50% not critical. Doesn't have very much health, so bear that in mind. You can, if you're quick, get a Quickening off after Thundaja if it doesn't kill you. Which it won't because we're crazy high level. I'm going to let it use Perfect Defense, just so you can see that it is indeed immune to everything, as the name might imply. You can actually leave this area as well, which we're going to do. Vanilla is stopped, I didn't even realize. Not really concerned about that. But you can leave this area. It is the only Esper that you can do this on. Now, why would you want to leave this area? I'm going to show you why you would want to leave this area. Because you can steal from Espers, and Espers have a chance of giving you High Arcana, which are very valuable items. You can repeatedly steal from this particular Esper because you can leave the area and then go back in. Now, Pinello's still stopped. I should probably do something about that with the Chronos too. So I can get this show back on the road. It'll be a short video regardless, but let's not waste too much time waiting for Pinello to get unstuck. So if we walk back in here, it'll be a grand old time in here still, but his health will have reset. I believe you have to be out of the area for a duration for that to occur. He also wanders off. He seems to be in a random part of the zone when you do this. Instead of like being right on top of you, he seems to bugger off over to here sometimes. Don't appear to be here. Where are you, my friend? Here somewhere. Get used to shambling corpses spawning, by the way. There you are, buddy. Alright, Vaughn. Come here. Now, I would highly recommend repeatedly stealing from this Esper. Well, that kind of sucked. To farm the High Arcana. I won't be doing that. I would also recommend having Thieves' Cubs on, by the way. I won't be doing that because I don't want to actually do that because it's tedious. But again, extremely recommended. We're gonna get hit by Thundaja again, apparently. It does have the ability to cause stop, as you've noticed. Rather annoyingly so, in fact. Unfortunately, 2 of my party members have been hit with stop. Which means if I do a quickening chain right now, it's not going to actually do much of anything, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because Vaughn is the only one that can currently use his quickening because he's the only one not hit with stop. We're gonna throw some Firefox orbs at the boss and call it a day. It'd be amazing if I got any sort of decent chain with just a single person using quickenings.
You're going down.
No. That's pretty much how it always goes when I do this. It's just, you know, a single freaking quickening usually. Because the game's RNG hates me. It's alright though. So obviously that's not going to kill the boss. Because it's only 2 quickenings. He has far more health than that. That probably only did like a couple thousand damage maybe. This particular boss, by the way, has approximately 40,000 health. I don't remember exact numbers, but we're actually just going to quad speed it. The boss can use bleed, which causes sap. That's basically it. Oh, perfect defense fell off. Thankfully, this boss's perfect defense doesn't last very long. Please just kill the boss. Ash is stuck over there trying to cast decoy. I need to fix my gambits and stuff, but it's really no big deal. We'll kill it eventually. Oh yeah, Vaughn can't hit the boss, so it doesn't really matter. I forgot. Come on, Penelo, help me out. I don't know what Ash is doing. There she goes. By the way, decoy has an extraordinarily high chance of missing. You've probably noticed. Again, I would recommend trying to farm High Arcana from this particular boss because otherwise, it's a bit hard to gather enough High Arcana for all of the bizarre items you'll need otherwise, and this is just a really easy way to do it early. Because you can do this, again, immediately after the King of the Tomb of Raithwall. Raithwall's tomb, that's what it is. Ash, can you just kill it? How much damage Flare does? I don't know. You may have noticed that the enemies do a large quantity of spells, spell attacks instead of instead of physical attacks, which means sleep is rather dangerous here, especially if you're a low level. But you can burn its health down a little bit with normal attacks, keep using Cura to kill the Shamblers, and then just use a quickening chain to finish the boss off. I just wanted to show off all of the things it does rather than burning its health all the way down. But there you go, that's that boss done. Again, really easy. Just use quickenings, that's it. That's pretty much the definition of every boss fight in this game, but, you know. Why is Ash all the way over there? Ash, what you doing? That's a wall. Stop staring at it. Anyway, Now that you have defeated the Esper, you can freely explore this area if you desire. Chamblers will continue to spawn in this area, I'm pretty sure, but you can freely explore the Zertnan caverns if you want, gather loot, etc., etc. There is a save point located here to easily replenish your HP and MP down here without leaving. But that is it for this video. The next video I record is going to be yet another Esper. You're probably going to notice a pattern where I do several of them. It's a system I have. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.